us this early morning or evening on the Fox News channel.
Good to be with you.
There are reports of big layoffs in the Sanders campaign tonight, that he will meet with President Obama in Washington on Thursday. What do you think he will say in a few minutes? Will he pack it in? Will he continue? Will he end his candidacy and say this may be suspended, but not his movement? Or, as he has said, do you think he will still move on to the convention and try to contest it and grab some of those superdelegates away from Hillary Clinton?
Well, Hillary Clinton has won a majority of the pledged delegates, a majority of the superdelegates. She's won a majority of every kind of delegate. I am a superdelegate. There's no way that there's going to be a rush of superdelegates away from Hillary Clinton. She is our nominee. I don't know whether he will keep running for one more week, because we do have a primary in the District of Columbia. But I think whether it is this Wednesday or next Wednesday that we're going to see him play a historic role, and that is do everything he can to prevent a man that's appealing on the basis of racism, keep that man out of the White House.
And of course, you're referring to Donald Trump, but how does he do that? How do they get together potentially when he has said such nasty things about Mrs. Clinton? He's had a movement against her, and certainly recently questioning even the Clinton Foundation.
I think that the attacks on our side have been very modest compared to what you saw on the other side. Trump has unified a chunk of the Republican Party, but obviously he's having some problems. There's nothing been that would prevent one candidate from supporting the other.
So do you believe that the senator will eventually support Mrs. Clinton?
I think by the end of this month and by the middle of this month, but it may not be tomorrow or the next day.
And it seems tonight, if we can put the numbers back up, it seems kind of a blowout by your side, by Mrs. Clinton, 61% to 37% so far with not 100% of the vote in. And you've got about 5 million absentee ballots with the mail-in vote. You know, the polls showed it was so close, just 2 points apart. Are you surprised by the apparent huge lead? There it is. We have it up on the screen now. That apparent almost nearly double getting up there that Mrs. Clinton has against the senators so far.
I am very gratified and a little surprised at how well we're doing at this point in the evening. I think now, and when all the ballots are counted, and I think that by Hillary winning in California, which was Sanders' last stand, it will be easier for him to bring his people aboard and unify behind not only a historic candidacy in the good sense of the term. I mean, we have a nominee who is by temperament and by experience the most qualified person in the country to serve as president, but also a historic candidacy in turning back the first avowedly racist candidate for president that we've seen in my lifetime, and I'm over 60 years old.
Well, with just over a third of the vote in, the viewers can see it now, 61%, 37% for Senator Sanders. Surely not what the polling originally predicted. Some even said that maybe Senator Sanders would win California. That apparently so far is not this situation tonight. Representative Brad Sherman, Democrat of California, who has endorsed Mrs. Clinton, we thank you.